Festival season. It's only 8 weeks away now, so it's kind of creeping up, and you might be cooked unless, of course, you've been putting in the work this winter, putting in the hard yards, building the muscle mass, and you've already started your cut because there's not much time now. I swear though, some people actually cut harder for a music festival than a bodybuilding competition. They just want to be walking around the festival all nonchalant, like, yeah, look at this rig, look at this body, they got chiseled six pack. Like, I haven't done that much. I've still been drinking my VBs, you know, I ate a little bit of chicken and, you know, I lifted a few weights here and there, but they've actually just put a monumental amount of work in. They may have run a cheeky cycle of some secret supplements like some SARMs or some exogenous hormones, or maybe they're natural and they're actually just locked the f in because they follow all of Anabolic Gabe's tips. So I'm all for body positivity and accepting yourself, but if you're walking around a festival or the beach and you're not proud of yourself, you're trying to hide a belly, I feel like you can be positive about your body, but you know you've been bullshit, you've been lying to yourself, you haven't been putting in the work, you've been drinking a few too many beers during winter, and you're trying to hide it. You're not proud of what you've achieved. And let's be honest, if you haven't been putting in the work, your body doesn't lie. So it's gonna represent everything you put into it and the effort you put in, the exercise you haven't done. Basically, you haven't been carrying the boats and you've got no one to blame but yourself. So sorry if that sounds a little bit harsh, but it is all on you. Basically, your energy balance is out of whack. You've been putting way too much rubbish in your mouth and you haven't been expending enough out. The solution for that problem is simple. We just need to recalibrate that. And another common pitfall for people is they might do that energy balance and rectify it on days they feel like it when they're motivated, but every other day they're, you know, chucking and snacking rubbish stuff and sneaking a few drinks in, and then you're like, Monday morning, why don't I look like how I should? It's because you're only doing it on the days that you feel like it and you're relying on motivation instead of discipline. So we need to build a structure, which I'm going to tell you how to do so that it's just foolproof and you do it every day no matter what. Bloody hell, mate. So while you're fat, we can also reverse engineer that into how to get you shredded. So basically your body fat, it's just too high, it's up here. We need to lower that and bring that down here. So we need to decrease your fat cells and your muscle mass or your muscle cells. It's too low, we got to bring that up, brother. If we can bring this more towards equilibrium, get a bit of a downer on that one and a bit of an upper on that one, then we're really getting on our way to looking shredded. Now, a few caveats, right? So if you're shredded and we can see your abs, but your weight is less than 70 kilos, so 70 kilos is greater than you, then I'm sorry, it doesn't count. You need to have the adequate muscle mass on your frame for your abs and your shreds to count. You can't just be a skinny dude who looks like he's got an MDMA addiction, walking around at 8% body fat, but you just got no chest, no arms, and no legs. The shreds don't count, brother. I'm sorry to say, but it is a bit of a caveat. It's kind of like a fat chick who's got a massive rack and saying her boobs are real big. It's like, look, I don't want to be the one to tell you, honey, but if you're above 25% body fat, they just don't count. The second one we've got here is if vascularity equals 0, then you're actually just not shredded. I want to see some veins going through the abs, through the chest, through the arms, the shoulders, the legs. If you don't have the vascularity there, brother, you're not shredded. So you might be doing the work, you might be training right, your nutrition's dialed in, but there's just something getting you from looking absolutely peeled and shredded. And that could be because you're bloated, you're inflamed, your insides are kind of cooked. And this is the thing that's a little bit nuanced and trickier. There's certain like hydration and electrolyte balances. You stay, would you? The biggest one for me though is if your diet and your macros are all good, the actual inputs and the specific ingredients might not be good. So for me, if I'm eating a bunch of processed rubbish, I remember even like the FroPro stuff, for example, like the macros and the calories will be what I'm needing to eat, but then I'll wake up and I'll have so much more water retention because I swear all those preservatives and processed stuff, they just don't mix well with my body and I just hold on and it's so much more inflamed. Whereas when I'm eating good whole foods, fruits and vegetables, coconut water, staying hydrated with plenty of water and everything's clean, like my body just looks so much better. For example, a few months ago when I finished my bodybuilding competition and my face was so bloated because I was binging on all the rubbish food, I was literally the same weight that I am now, but look how much more lean my face is and look how much better my body looks. Like I feel like it just looks full of the right stuff instead of the rubbish stuff. And some other debloating techniques is, for me, I drink 3 to 4 liters of reverse osmosis water a day. And then every second day, maybe like 4 times a week, I'll hop in the sauna. I just find it helps sweat all the bad stuff out and you get the good stuff in. And generally speaking, you just want to lower cortisol, lower stress in your body. Of course, when you're resting, when you're training and you're up and you're working, cortisol release is actually good, but you don't want it all the time. Otherwise, you're just going to be chronically stressed and the inside of your body is going to be inflamed and cooked. So just make sure you're not too stressed out. You're doing your meditation, your journaling, your sauna, just chilling out, having a good wind down routine. So your body's not just like inflamed the whole time. Because yeah, I swear, when your body's stressed and it's inflamed, it just like holds on to all this water and it's in panic mode. Another reason you might not be shredded is because you're a bit of a couch potato. You like sitting at your desk and just being a freaking indoors lazy motherfucker for way too long. All I'm saying is get yourself one of these. I mean, I've had this Garmin for 7 years now and it is still so good. This tracks my steps for me. Today, I'm on 7,000 steps so far because I haven't really done too much, but for some people that might be a lot. I try to aim for 12 to 15,000 steps per day. If you're quite inactive, maybe you could aim for 8 to 10,000 steps a day. I think below 8,000 steps a day and you are classified as a sedentary person, which means you are a couch potato and yeah, you don't live a very active lifestyle. This is just easiest non-taxing way you can be doing your Duolingo on the phone to your crush or your girlfriend, or freaking uploading Snapchat stories like I do to get my steps in. It's great. Or you can get a walking pad as well. I got one of those, so when it's raining I can literally just still do my stories and walk inside. Basically, like 10,000 steps a day keeps the doctor away. Diet is obviously like the whole thing that determines whether you're getting shredded or not. So we all know you got to be in an energy deficit, so calorie deficit, eating less than you're consuming less. Yeah. What the fuck wrong with you? Don't even know what a calorie deficit is, bro. You need to be burning more than you're consuming, you little piggy. Easiest way to do that is literally stick to the same meals every day. If you're having guessing in there and you're scanning a new thing and then going out with your mates and, oh, am I in a... Bro, it just makes it unnecessarily hard. I know it's a bit of a party pooper move, but to make the most progress possible is you need to be eating the same meals every day. So we got this delicious little Ninja Creamy here. If you're a little fatty and you really do struggle with sticking to a calorie deficit, I find easiest way to do it is eating windows. So for me, I'm also a little fatty and I'm doing this mini cut, right? But what I do, I wake up at 6 a.m. and I don't have my first meal until like 10 a.m. before the gym because I'm unemployed and I train at unemployed hours. First meal 10, last meal 6 p.m. and then I'm in bed like 9 p.m. So between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. I can't really up that bad because all the bad nutrition choices always come when you're just being a little degenerate and it's like midnight and you're freaking, oh, I'm hungry, but you're actually not. You're just like a dopamine rushed little whatever you are. But if you have those conscious disciplined hours, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. where you're having freaking protein Ninja Creamies with kefir and cinnamon and other good like MCT oil, I think it's got in it. Then I have like 2 kangaroo meals a day. Then I'll have like my cream of rice before gym. Where is the room? Like you just can't up unless you somehow do, and God help you in that case. But tell me, like, please comment, how do you f that up? How do you f that up? Unless you've got like olive oil in your freaking veins just going like that and you're in constant calorie surplus permabulk mode, you just can't stuff up. If you need all the meals and the recipes, check out my freaking anabolic prep playlist. I got like all the meals, all the cooking in there. Or go and get the anabolic fat loss meal plan. I think it's like $50 and it's got all these, like, they're actually really yummy, but they're not like the TikTok 1 million ingredient. Do this, do that, and then you got a freaking cinnamon toast crunch waffle pancake French toast that has like 300 different sweeteners in it and it took you like 2 hours to make, but hey, it's low carb. Like, dude, you're not going to stick to that. You need something you can like meal prep in an hour and then you're set for the week. So that meal plan just has like simple stuff that is going to get results. And yes, the famous Ninja Creamy recipe is on it. Also, just quietly, bro, this is like 1 liter of freaking macro-friendly anabolic ice cream. I'm eating on it now. I'm like full. I'm halfway through. So this is like 280 calories. Macros are insane. You need to get on it, bro. We have the cream of rice with some blueberries, banana, and because nutrients are very sparse, it's more important to time them. So we're having some quick hitting carbohydrates before the gym because the gym's going to be our biggest stimulus. And you don't want to have your carbs just like randomly before bed, first thing when you wake up. Since you don't have many options for your calories, you're having them right before the workout. So having this is going to smash it down and then drive to the gym. Carbs will be in the system, glycogen stores nice and brimming, and we'll have a good pump, be able to train well. I've since learnt that oats take like 3 to 4 hours to absorb because they're like low GI, so that's why you got to go for the cream of rice, classic bodybuilder's meal. So So when it comes to training, you know, a lot of you guys are out there thinking the more sessions, the more volume I can hit, the more I'm gonna grow. But that could not be further from the truth. I need you guys to change your mentality to quality over quantity. More junk volume for lateral raises isn't gonna grow your shoulders, but if you're progressively overloading every week, or at least trying to, then a stronger muscle is a bigger muscle and you'll be getting bigger. So I want you to get that out of your head, doing all the PPLs and bro splits, bloody doing 18 exercises in one session for chest. That's not gonna help it grow. I literally do 2 working sets of 1 chest exercise on my upper body days. And let's just say my chest is pretty good. And I like to think all other body parts are looking pretty good at the moment too. So I want you guys just to change that mindset. I honestly feel like most people, most like males who are younger, or just anyone in the gym is just doing more better. But guys, we just need to stop. Yeah, and basically if you don't know what the hell you're doing when it comes to training, let me do the work for you. Go on to anabolic.au, my website, freaking like $50 one-time payment for a gym program, and this will just revitalize everything for you and give you a whole lot more effective training that's going to beat your ass, and you'll actually be growing. So if you've been in the gym training for like 2 years and you literally still look the same, I think there's probably something you're doing wrong, and you might need a little bit of help. Instead of spending $50 on beers on the weekend, go and freaking get yourself a program, bro. A tan is just about as good as Photoshop. It just enhances the gains, makes you look a whole lot more contrasty, vibrant, and I swear like your cuts look deeper. But this next bit is not necessarily advice, because there's so-called nothing healthy about a tan, but I've also heard people saying the sun is like the most healthy thing. Just limit your exposure so you don't get skin cancers and things. But for me, I don't fake tan or anything. The first time I ever used fake tan was just for the bodybuilding comp, and I hate it because it's so like sticky and dirty and yucky. I prefer just like actually being in the sun and a healthy diet, which I find the healthy diet makes your skin much more glowy and your complexion a little bit darker. Again, not advice, but all I do is I'll just go check what days there's UV and I'll plan. Can I work outside or make myself available for those days? And then for like 1 to 2 hours, I will go and sit in the sun when the UV is like 5 to 7. Melbourne, we really don't have much UV at the moment. I know Gold Coast and other places might be better, but for me, I don't have to sit in the sun very long. I can literally just do an hour and stay pretty glowy. I know this whole topic is super controversial. Some people think that sunscreen and whatnot is like poison. Other people think it's the best thing ever. For me, I really don't use sunscreen. I don't know if that's completely invalid, but I don't know, I just limit my exposure and I just don't really get burnt. I could be very wrong about all of this, but that's just how I stay quite glowy and all that. If you are doing all the things possible and you're still not getting lean, I mean, this isn't even me lean right now, it's just like on the way I'm doing a mini cut, then your hormones could be cooked. And a good way to get your hormones better on track is like quality food and supplements, because what you put into your body is directly what's going to look like on the outside. So if you're eating you're going to look like if you're not putting the right things to regulate your hormones, then, well, it's bad luck, buddy. You guys know me, I don't like leaving any stone unturned. So here I literally cram all my vitamins and minerals and all the good stuff in there. So I can just go one yoink every single day and then we're done. This is meant to be daytime and nighttime, but I literally just prepare like 14 days worth because I'm all about efficiency here. In terms of like general gym supplements, I use protein, creatine, caffeine only on training days, rest days I don't bother, glutamine, some hydration stuff, some collagen. That's all through EHP Labs. I'm with them because they're the highest quality pharmaceutical grade stuff. Then a company I've been working with behind the scenes quite a bit is Natty Plus. I was always spending hundreds of dollars on iHerb just getting stuff that actually wasn't that efficacious. Whereas here you can literally just get these 5 bottles and they've got all the stuff compressed into everything. I mean, you don't even need to get all 5. If you were just to get one, probably the testosterone booster is going to be your biggest bang for buck. And I know test boosters get a bad rap, but this is just basically all the stuff that's individually effective and proven, and they put it into one. So you got zinc, you got horny goat weed, which if you've never tried it, it just gives you like the most hectic boners ever. Definitely playing with something in that testosterone department. Of course, Tonkat Ali. It's stacked. Look at the website, guys. I take all this stuff daily and I literally just feel $1 million and my blood markers are insane. And then I've got Part and Parcel as well, which is like an online health food store where I get like all my nut butters, beef tallows, like freaking cod liver oil. They've got everything there. It's literally like a supermarket. So all those things I'm associated with, it's because like they actually help me out. I use them every day and I feel like I want my followers to be getting the best stuff and be the best version of themselves possible. So I'm not promoting freaking gambling or alcohol or some degenerate bullshit just for a bag there, even though they pay insane. This is all stuff like I think will benefit you. So if any of that stuff kind of suits you or you're doing a big stock up, code Anabolic for all 3 of those brands will get you a ton of money off and you'll help support me too. You might be able to lie to your parents or your friends or your girlfriend and they won't notice, but if you lie to your body, it will notice and it's going to show up. You can't just diet on the days that you feel like it, and the days that you don't, you sneak a few calories in there. Like, you're going to look at the mirror and be disappointed and then wonder, oh, what happened? It's because you're taking the piss, mate. On the other side, when you start stacking up days and you're just on it and nothing can get you off course, you'll be surprised with how good you look. You'll be super proud of yourself. That's what happened to me in my bodybuilding prep. There were just no days that I was missing or veering off meal plans. So every single day I just look progressively better and better. If you do need a bit of help with someone keeping you accountable, getting on your back with all your nutrition, your check-ins, your physique photos, your training, your meal plans, so you're not just going around in circles taking the piss, then you may have seen on Instagram, the thing that we've been teasing is Ascend Performance. I've been working on it with my friend Kalani the last few months. I've been asked to do coaching here and there and I just didn't want to rush into it, but now I feel like it's the right time. We've been building systems in the background to allow us to help as many people as possible in the most high quality fashion. So if you are ready to invest a little bit into yourself to become best version of you, then this could be for you, because we're not just managing the training and the nutrition, standard meal plans and gym programs. We're also going to be managing the person a little bit, getting a little bit deeper with them, helping with their mentality, their confidence. It's something that we take great pride in and think is really important, the mental and the mental health aspect of things. So we kind of wanted to convey that in a service. That's why we spent so long building it, and that could be for you. Ascend Performance. The coaching is actually launching this Sunday, so in a few days time. I'll leave the link in the description though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like it, freaking like it. Chuck a comment down below on what video you want to see next, and make sure you subscribed, and thank you very much. Mwah.